We now enter into the final session, the 7th session of End Pregnancy Care Program, Nityananda. Let's understand the process of birth. Please understand, when you go through the process of birth, your body slowly comes out of the mother's womb. The heavy pressure with which it comes out is the moment when the life, the individual soul, reflects on the body. So it is a very strong process. So actually, as you are taking birth, let's visualize that we are taking birth. You are coming out of a place where you were very comfortable, cozy, happy, completely protected and secure. You don't need to think about your food. You don't even need to think about your breathing, because life was only an extension of your mother's life. So actually, there is no responsibility, and you are completely protected and very, very secure. From that secure place, you are moving into a space where you need to take the responsibility for yourself. First thing, now you need to start breathing. You need to start eating. You need to start digesting. Now you're responsible for your life. You need to enter into a different space where you become responsible for everything. So this is the first change that happens. The second thing, the individual life is settling into the nervous system. So it is a big chaos. In this big chaos, naturally, you forget the purpose for which you assume this body. That is why when you are in the body, you go to that silence where you can really relive the moment of birth. You need to become so silent, so settled into your being, where you can encounter the moment when your life and body overlapped on each other. When your life and your body met each other, when you started taking responsibility of breathing, when first time you threw the mucus out through your nose, for the first time you started inhaling and exhaling. Actually, the chaos which happened during the birth made you forget why you were born and why you took birth, the purpose of your life. Life itself starts with pain, the pain of birth, the excruciating pain that you have to undergo at the time of taking birth. You have to come out through a very small passage to be born. Imagine such a big body coming out from such a small passage. Because of this excruciating pain, you actually enter into a small coma before you come out. According to energy science, according to the mystics, before entering into the world, you are pure consciousness and you know the reason you are taking birth. But you enter into a coma and come out, which is the reason why you forget your past lives, the past births. Life starts with excruciating pain and ends too at the time of death with excruciating pain. So now, this is what a normal unconscious birthing is like. Let's look at what is conscious birthing. A conscious birthing, which is what End Pregnancy Care Program offers, is considered to be that auspicious time when a soul enters a prepared body, and that happens the moment any part of the body of the baby comes in touch with the prana, which could be the head, the foot, or any part exposed. Until then, the soul or consciousness does not enter. The manner in which this soul is received at the time that it claims the body becomes important. Cosmic airport is the loving spiritual ambience, the space and time provided at the moment of birthing to help the soul fulfill its purpose of birth. Delivery or birthing should happen in a very prayerful, receptive manner with blissful mantra chanting and doctors who are meditators or healers. Delivery conducted by doctors or nurses radiating enlightenment helps the baby in consciously settling into the body and experiencing the purpose of its birth. This is the basis of creating welcome centers on planet Earth, where Jivan Mukta doctors, what we mean by Jivan Mukta doctors are doctors who devote their entire service to humanity, living for others, and Jivan Mukta nurses who have the same mental state of mind. Their life is for others. Generate a peaceful, beautiful, loving, caring ambience in the birthing center just to bring life to planet Earth. This vision can become a reality with the divine will and those people deeply interested in this concept. A place such as this, where Jivan Mukti or living enlightenment is practiced, where the very air is filled with this presence, allows life to land on planet Earth in a conscious way. The experience of the baby during birthing is something we need to understand. The experience will help understand why the soul's reception should happen in a peaceful, caring ambience. The physical body of the baby is in a peaceful, comfortable environment of its mother's womb, listening to the soothing, rhythmic heartbeat and the rhythmical flow of blood in the uterine vessels, the shh flow that's happening. With birthing, it suddenly finds itself ejected out into the world. Labor contractions are like earthquakes in the home of the womb. The baby is made to squeeze into a very narrow passage of the vaginal canal and subsequently finds itself out into the bright, violently noisy, icy, cold birthing atmosphere. The body feels cold as it is already wet from the amniotic fluid. The eyes are not used to bright lights. It's painful and very frightening to the child. The body, which has not been handled so far, is now quite firmly gripped and very roughly gripped. And the breathing must happen. So far, the breathing has happened underwater and the lungs are also filled with water. Now it is time to breathe air instead. The pressure around the baby is released from around the body and the chest now automatically expands. Air rushes in, and as the inhaled air escapes, it makes a strange sound coming from the mouth, which is the cry of the baby. What is then expected of us at this point of time, which is the most precious moment for the soul, which enters onto planet Earth to express itself? And it comes in with the deep trust of expecting the best for itself, coming into a loving ambience. So the first thing is the sound. We need to keep the sounds soft and gentle. No shouting in the birthing room unless there is a true emergency. Voices should be kept low and soothing. The babies respond to music even before birthing. Hence, the music or the humming meditation or any chanting, mantra chanting, must be played in the birthing room. Talking about the light, provide a dim light, allowing the baby to frequently open its eyes and begin to examine its environment with intense wonder and awareness. If lights are blinding, they shut their eyes, they don't open it. Next is the warmth. Keep the room warm. Prolong the umbilical cord cutting till the pulsations in the cord stop. Straddling the baby, binding the baby securely makes it very calm and soothes it. So it takes about 3 weeks for the baby to enjoy the freedom of stretching the arms and legs. Ayurveda speaks of conscious settlement of the soul through gentle methods of soft lighting, fragrance-filled birthing space, mantra chanting, and soft touch methods of resuscitation when the first breath happens. Once the cord is cut, the soul takes 21 minutes to settle into the body. This is the time when the mother, the father, or the maternal grandmother should carry the baby. This generates a bonding between the new entrant and the rest of the family. These 3 people are considered to be the blood relatives of the baby. The father or the maternal grandmother or the mother should chant a mantra while holding the baby in the arms, which they have exposed the child to during pregnancy for 21 minutes. The resuscitation can happen while the baby is in the arms. Conscious bonding allows the full potential of the soul to be harnessed in the body, reclaiming the biomemories of the physical body and expressing this fully. With this, we come to the end of this beautiful end pregnancy care program. We wish all the participants the very best in this lovely journey, a very beautiful conscious birthing, a painless birthing, and reception of this intelligent soul on planet Earth.